Thank you so much for joining us this morning on Chris 6 Sunrise.
Yes, we're glad to have you. Here's a look at what stories we're covering in your neighborhood.
I'm Michaela Chavez, your Sunrise Neighborhood News reporter in the Bay Area. Buck Days is finally here. I'll share everything you and your family can be a part of for the next few weeks.
In the courts, how safe is your private information? I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Adam Beam, with shocking revelations of digital vulnerabilities.
I'm Tony Jaramillo, your neighborhood news reporter in Flower Bluff. Parker Pool has some brand new renovations to debut, and I have an opening date for you just ahead.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Chris 6 Sunrise. Thank you so much for waking up with the Hoffmans. I'm Michelle Hoffman.
And I'm Brian Hoffman. Oh, what a great Thursday we have in store, but a little thick when it comes to the air. We're going to turn things on over to our master meteorologist, Stephanie Lauber, standing by with a look at the weather plus the roadways before you head out the door. Morning, Steph.
Good morning. Yeah, we are looking at a pretty soupy morning that is just feeling, as you mentioned it, very thick this morning. And there's actually a little bit of visibility reduction across a couple of the commutes here this morning, namely for inland neighbors Alice and Falfurrias. For that commute along 281 between Falfurrias and Alice, we're going to see that visibility drop from 7 miles down in Brooks County down to 6 miles of visibility by the time you get through central Jim Wells County. Something to keep in mind. That's not overly problematic, but might want to start that commute a little bit earlier. We got 6 miles visibility in Rockport, 7 in Ingleside, 8 over in the Bluff, NAS Corpus Christi, and everyone else is reporting that perfect 10 for visibilities. But also might want to give yourself a few extra minutes to run the defroster because our humidity is just on the up and up today. Might save you for a pretty more pleasant commute out there. But all right, here's the view along 181 in the Harbor Bridge. Not seeing any slowdowns here. Coming down 37 or across 44 is okay. Even that interchange with the Crosstown Expressway is problem free. The wide view across Corpus Christi shows we have no issues to report from the Bay Area down to the south side. So as you head out, make sure you stay safe and you drive safe.
Thank you so much for that, Steph. We appreciate it. We're going to be checking back in with you in just a little bit. But first, we've been gearing up for Buck Days since Saturday's Buck Days Night Parade, right?
Yeah,
Michelle?
that's right. And the start of the 87th Buck Days Festival finally kicks off today. Our Sunrise Neighborhood News reporter, Michaela Chavez, spoke with the Buccaneers Commission to find out what's new and different this year as the festival continues to grow. Buck Days is having their first ever barbecue showcase on Saturday, May 10th. People can pay an admission fee and try all different kinds of barbecue from vendors across the coastal bend. Although the rodeo brings country music along with it, there's always different acts for the whole family too. This year they have a comedian, Steve Trevino, and Christian music group Mercy Me set to perform. But since it's Buck Days, they of course have to stick to some traditions, and that starts Thursday today with Dollar Carnival Night.
If you haven't been to Buck Days in years, it's not the Buck Days that you remember. We're so excited to bring a first-class event for Corpus Christi and South Texas and encourage everyone to come and visit us.
And all the proceeds from the Buck Days Festival will go towards education scholarships, too. Last year, the Buccaneer Commission awarded more than $300,000 in scholarships and are excited to see that number grow.
Now be sure to stay tuned for our nonstop news at 6:40 to see Michaela Chavez's full story on what's new at Buck Days.
Yeah, it's a tradition that dates back to the 1938 to be specific. The annual Dunking of the Mayor. Mayor Paulette Guajardo will soon be kidnapped from City Hall and taken to the Corpus Christi Bay, where she will take the big plunge and start the 11 days of Buck Days celebration. The 2025 Dunking of the Mayor will start at 5 p.m. at the People Street T-Heads.
Here's a look at what other events are going on today. At 4 p.m., the shops at Treasure Island will open. 5:30, the Clear Tones will be playing the Buck and Marlin stage, followed by the group Imogen at 7:45 p.m. For a complete list of events, head to our website, christv.com.
I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Adam Beam. Counties are racing towards a digital future, but at what cost?
Digitizing records sounds simple.
But in San Patricio County, it's exposing private lives.
And some records that are meant to be sealed aren't. In San Patricio County, the digital transition has revealed a privacy nightmare. A disturbing discovery, sensitive documents available to anyone with a computer.
These documents here were purchased by a local resident, and some of them are meant to be sealed. But not only were they accessible, but some of them contain multiple people's private information.
What was revealed? A sensitive DPS criminal case file containing witnesses' names, complete addresses, phone numbers, date of births, even places of work. The district clerk immediately shutting off access to the public once we made the office aware of the issue. The company removing the document from the site and the system put into test mode. But we discovered digital records aren't the only records being released with personal information. Another document printed by a clerk included a social security number and driver's license number. The San Patricio County District Clerk's response, quote, "The clerk does not have an affirmative duty to redact publicly filed court records unless redactions are requested by the individual or their representative."
While a redaction request form can be found on the San Patricio County District Clerk's website, it only covers social security numbers, leaving other private information exposed. Reporting from the San Patricio County Courthouse, I'm your neighborhood news reporter Adam Beam for KRIS 6 News.
All right, happy Thursday. We are nearly to the weekend. We're going to start focusing on rain chances across the coastal bend. But if you're one of our neighbors watching from B County, or even Live Oak County, y'all had a busy night. We're calling this a Rogue One. This was a thunderstorm that was happening in the San Antonio area along the I-35 corridor, really. Blew up near Pleasanton in Atascosa County and just cruised right across the northern neighborhoods of the coastal bend. This was a supercell thunderstorm, and it was severe. Did drop some pretty big hail across our northern neighborhoods. So thank you to all of our coastal bend weather watchers who reported what was going on and gave us this view. Have the wide view for yourself. This came from weather watcher Connie Perez, who saw the storm from all the way in Mathis, because look at this thing. It looks like the mothership, as it was quoted in our Facebook group. So yeah, this is a thunderstorm that was probably 40,000 feet high. That's where your commercial airplanes are flying. Hopefully not flying near this thing, but it dropped hail that was about golf ball size. DPS reported $half sized hail, and we had reports to the National Weather Service that a DPS cruiser had its windows knocked out by some of this hail. So very impressive, and we hope we don't see any more of that. But we are going to get good rainfall as we head on into the weekend, so I'll tell you more about it coming up. Just want to send a big thanks to all of our coastal bend weather watchers like Connie, who always share their view with us. We relay your reports to the National Weather Service, and it definitely is a big help, so thanks for that. As we start out this morning, a much more tranquil view over downtown Corpus Christi. We're hazy, we're humid, we're warm, we're cloudy, we're even breezy, just like we've been the past couple of mornings, right? But not quite as breezy. Take a look at conditions in your neighborhood. Temperatures in those upper 70s, winds hanging out around 10 miles per hour or less. So not the blustery morning we had on Wednesday morning, but definitely feeling soupy. With lighter winds, visibility becomes a bit of a concern. Down to 6 miles visibility in both Alice and Rockport, 9 in the Bluff at NAS Corpus Christi, everyone else with perfect 10. So watch out for those commutes along 281 and Highway 35. Now, going throughout this afternoon, we're still going to be breezy. Not quite as breezy as yesterday, though. We're going to keep those wind gusts under 30 miles per hour through the thick of the afternoon. It's a southeast wind still, so it continues to flood our atmosphere with moisture. Water. It's what we need for rain, right? But we don't have anything to turn on the faucet just yet. So that heat is going to be more apparent today. And while our heat risk is a little bit lower, it's still going to feel hot out there. So make sure you're staying hydrated. Temps reach the middle 80s, feeling like the lower 90s throughout the heart of the afternoon. So again, let's make sure we're keeping on top of how the kids, our four-legged friends, and our mature adults are doing with some of this heat. Even if we think it's okay, they might be struggling a little bit. But looking at tomorrow's rain schedule, we're going to watch for our best chance of rain happening tomorrow night into Saturday morning. Now, Friday night plans, Art Walk is coming up. I think here in Corpus Christi, this dip right here is good news. I think we'll be okay for most of Art Walk. I'm keeping my eyes on this forecast, and I'll tell you how much this good drink could bring us in the watershed next.
Thank you so much, Seth. Appreciate it. So the White House has announced that the U.S. and Ukraine have signed a natural resources deal. Coming up after the break, Scripps News Group Joe St. George tells us how this deal benefits taxpayers. Welcome back, everyone. The Treasury Department says that the U.S. and Ukraine have signed an agreement on a natural resources deal.
Yeah, we have Scripps News Group Deputy Political Director Joe St. George joining us live for this. And good morning, Joe. Can you explain to our viewers why this deal matters and what benefit it brings to both Ukraine and American taxpayers?
Well, let's provide what we like to provide each morning, and that is context around this. Remember, this thing was supposed to be signed a few weeks ago. That was the whole point of President Zelensky and President Trump meeting in the Oval Office. Well, then there was this now infamous feud and dust-up. The event, the signing was canceled, and for the last several weeks, this minerals deal has sat in limbo. But we have seen a bit of change in tone from President Trump regarding this conflict. He's attacked Russia a bit more on social media. We saw President Zelensky and President Trump meet very privately, but very respectfully at the Vatican during Pope Francis's funeral last weekend. What does this minerals deal do? Well, it does not guarantee any future weapons supply or military presence in Ukraine. But what it does send a message to Moscow is that there's a long-term financial commitment between the U.S. and Ukraine. The U.S. now has a financial interest with the forming of this investment fund that is, again, shared between Ukraine and the United States for Ukraine to benefit and excel economically. One big thing it does, it allows the U.S. access to Ukraine's rare earth mineral supply. And President Trump has repeatedly said that this deal allows for American taxpayers to get a bit of the money, the billions and billions of dollars that American taxpayers have given Ukraine since the start of the war, an opportunity to recoup a little bit of that. Now we wait to see how Moscow responds to all of this, if there is any greater tensions, if they're exacerbated in any way. Remember, President Trump campaigned on swiftly ending the Ukraine-Russian conflict. There certainly has been talks and conversations about that, but it doesn't appear we're anywhere close to a significant ceasefire, guys.
Well, Joe, thank you so much for your time today.
Appreciate your insights, sir. Looking forward to talking again soon.
All right, your weather on the 6s is up, and here's what's going on in your neighborhood. Definitely feeling soupy out there as humidity once again is very abundant this morning. Feels like we're playing mermaids outside. When you step outside, it just hits you like a wall of just walking into a sauna maybe. I don't know how else to compare it, but we're finally going to put some of that moisture to good use as we head on into the weekend. I'll talk with you about the timing. That way you can have those weekend plans go off without a hitch. But before we get to Friday, we've got to get through Thursday, and this morning you might need to run the defroster before you hit the roadways. Visibility is also a bit more problematic this morning because our winds are lighter. Those will still be gusty later today, but not quite so in the way that we were on Wednesday. So temperatures are in the upper 70s, winds around 10 miles per hour, cloudy skies, and our visibility drops to as low as 6 miles in Alice and Rockport. Those commutes along 281 and 35, a bit hazy. So where do we go from here? Well, we're looking at, yes, another gusty afternoon, but we're going to keep it around 30 miles per hour or less for those wind gusts. They'll be more intermittent, but it's still that southeast wind direction, so still pumping plenty of water into the air around us. We've pretty much reached our fill. We just need something to tap into that moisture, and I think that's going to come as we go from tomorrow night into Saturday, but that's not today. So what do we have in store for today? More heat, more summer-like heat. I know yesterday with the winds, some of you may have been thinking, what heat risk? This is not a big deal. It's not that hot, feels good outside, but there are some of our neighbors who are more susceptible, more prone to taking the heat with more difficulty. So those are kids, pets, and the elderly. We need to make sure we're keeping an eye on them and that they're staying cool, because as our temperatures rise to the middle 80s this afternoon, it's going to feel like the lower 90s. We're just getting our first taste of summer here, and so that could be difficult for some folks to adjust to this kind of heat. Be mindful and check in on them, make sure they're okay. But the good news is heat risk is going to be a bit lower. We see more yellow on this map. The yellow is a minor heat risk, 1 out of 4, whereas the orange is a moderate heat risk, 2 out of 4. So let's keep that in mind. We're on a downward path with that heat risk because clouds will start moving back in, and eventually, yes, that rain. But the past couple of days here in the watershed hasn't been too shabby. We had some good rainfall totals. They don't want to pop up on the map here. Sometimes this takes a little bit to load, but that thunderstorm that pulsed right from about Pleasanton down through Pawnee and B County, yeah, dumping a good amount of hail there. So thank you to our weather watchers. We're able to relay those reports to the National Weather Service, so we appreciate you. But more rain on the way. What does that timing look like? Well, it kicks off tomorrow, and if you have Friday night plans, and that plan is Art Walk, I think you're okay. But if you have Friday night plans for inland and more northern neighborhoods like Beeville, around Pawnee, B County, Live Oak County, you'll probably start seeing the rain first, and that'll be around dinner time. Here in Corpus Christi, I think we hold off on the rain until around 8, 9 o'clock, and even at that, it's just going to be some sparse showers. This really picks up as we head into the overnight Saturday morning. Probably around dawn is when we'll see the bulk of that rainfall moving through and eventually wrapping up heading to early Saturday morning. So this is our best opportunity for rainfall. Kind of wanes a bit into the weekend, and we'll see another round of rainfall opportunities next week. But it looks like a good drink of water here over the next 5 to 7 days. We could be looking at impressive rain totals not only here, but especially in the watershed, and that's exactly what we need. So look at the 7-day forecast is coming up.
Sounds good, Steph. Thank you so much. So May is Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. Coming up after the break, how you can learn about the culture in your neighborhood.
Welcome back, everyone. So today marks the start of Asian American and Native Hawaiian as well as Pacific Islander Heritage Month.
Yeah, that's right. You can celebrate with us and explore the diverse cultures that help shape our neighborhoods. Throughout the month, we'll share weekly stories highlighting the diverse history, traditions, pop culture, and even cuisine. And folks, if you have a story you want to share, you can always send us a message.
And just a quick reminder, the Texas State Museum of Asian Culture wants to thank neighbors by supporting them by offering up free admission during the first 2 weekends in May. This weekend and next weekend, stop on by and explore the history and art of the vibrant Asian culture. The Texas State Museum of Asian Culture is located at 1809 North Chaparral.
All right, if you're getting ready to hit the roadways, what do you need to watch out for? We are looking at a pretty hazy view around the coastal bend. So let's start off with a view of how the visibility is doing from the First Community Bank camera. It looks pretty hazy, and that's what we're seeing across some of our neighborhoods. Yeah, by the numbers, the worst visibility is in our neighborhoods that are along the 281 corridor. We're now at 8 miles visibility in Falfurrias, 6 in Alice, 6 in Rockport, 9 in the Bluff at NAS Corpus Christi. So if you're heading out on those roadways, no problems along 181, the Harbor Bridge. Coming into town, we're looking good across 37 and 44. The ride along that crosstown interchange to 37 is starting to look a little busy right now. Not too bad. Just a little busy. Keep that in mind. If you need to take an alternate, you can take Staples through downtown. From the Bay Area down to the south side, we're looking good, and it's the Bluff. No troubles getting to NAS Corpus Christi this morning. A little activity on Waldron Road, as is typical for this time of the morning, and that commute out to the island and up 361 is looking problem-free. So as you head out, make sure you stay safe and you drive safe. That's a look at your traffic report. I've got your weather on the 6s coming up.
Esports is taking over Texas A&M Kingsville. I'm Tyrese Moore, your neighborhood news reporter, speaking with local gamers about this phenomenon and the showdown on the sticks this weekend.
Now, weather on the 6s.
Hey there, good morning. The view from the CCAC camera shows you, hey, this morning might be one for the birds. We are feeling so humid this morning, but you know, it was a pretty loud evening for some of our neighbors across the coastal bend. While the clouds are looking kind of gloomy now, it's not anything compared to what we were seeing in B County last night. I want to show you a loop of the radar from about 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. last night. We had one beefy thunderstorm, a supercell thunderstorm. That's the kind you see in the plains dropping those massive tornadoes. Thankfully, none of that happened, but we had some pretty big hail roaming across northern B County last night, and this storm held on for about 3 hours. You could see all the vibrant colors on the radar, and it was moving very quickly. So we had hail that was golf ball to $half size. So that's about an inch, inch and a half, up to around 2 inches in diameter. But while we had views of hail, you could see this thing from farther away. One of our Coastal Bend weather watchers, Connie Perez, shared this view of the severe thunderstorm from Mathis. Yes, the storm is about 40,000 feet tall. That's where airplanes fly when you're traveling. Hopefully not flying anywhere around this thing. It was a mighty storm and really caused a ruckus out there. So thank you for all the reports in our Coastal Bend Weather Watchers Facebook group. If you're not part of the club, go ahead and join. We relay your weather reports to the National Weather Service, and it definitely makes a difference. The B County Emergency Manager reported to the National Weather Service that one of their cruisers lost all of its windows because of the hail. So thankfully, we are not looking at weather weather like that in our forecast ahead. That held on from the San Antonio area. It was kind of a rogue storm, but this morning we are all quiet, just very, very muggy air you can wear. Temperatures in those upper 70s. Winds are lighter though. They're around 10 miles per hour this morning. And so since they're lighter, some of that moisture is reducing visibility in places like Alice and Rockport. So give yourself a little bit of extra time, if not only to run the defroster, to also account for some of the haziness on the roadways. But the lighter winds will in general be a trend throughout this afternoon. Wind gusts will be at around 30 miles per hour or less, so we're taking it down a notch, but they're southeast winds, still pumping plenty of humidity into the coastal bend. So our heat risk will come down just a bit, but you might notice it more. I know some folks yesterday with that breeze said, this heat's no problem, what heat risk? But you know, when it feels like 92 degrees outside at 2 p.m., kids, pets, and the elderly are more susceptible to heat-related illness, so they might not take it as easily as you, and we need to check in on them, make sure they're staying hydrated and coming inside to cool off, at least for a short period of time, because this is our first true taste of summer, right? Well, walking into May, our heat risk is going to dial back a little bit. In yellow, that's a lower heat risk, 1 out of 4 minor heat risk, but we still have a lot of orange on this map. That's a 2 out of 4 moderate heat risk, so keep that in mind. We won't be bothered by it too much tomorrow because we'll see more clouds moving in and we'll be talking about rainfall in the forecast. Now, throughout the watershed, past 3 days, we did pick up a little bit, but boy, are we about to get a good drink of water, and that's not only in the watershed, but also here locally. So let's talk about rain chances beginning tomorrow, because I think tomorrow night is going to be our next best chance for rainfall. And that'll hold off for the Art Walk plans tomorrow, I think, but it'll already be going around dinner time in our northern neighborhoods. So if you're in Bee County, Live Oak County, might make some indoor plans for Friday night, or come on down to Art Walk even. Rain is going to pick up during the overnight, and we think that's going to be our next best chance, though there are some other opportunities. I don't think the weekend will really be impacted unless you had plans to be up early tomorrow morning. Now, how much rain are we talking? Across the watershed, great rainfall totals here over the next several days. Here locally, a good drink of water to help with the lawn. So here's a look at the next 7 days. Still going to stay warm. We get a break from the heat on Saturday on account of that overnight rain, and we're hoping for more rain next week.
Coming up on Sunrise, a galaxy far, far away isn't the only place where heroes are needed. We'll show you how you could stand up for kids who need a force behind them.
Now, say hello to your neighbors. This is your Chris 6 News Sunrise Shoutouts.
Hello, KRIS 6 Sunrise Team. I'm Brooklyn in 3rd grade at Ella Barnes Elementary, and I want to wish all of my neighbors across the coastal bend out there a great day.
Oh, we hope you have a great day too, Brooklyn. And folks, you can also send us your own shout out video. Just scan the QR code on your screen or head to our website, christv.com.
Well, it is time to rise against the silence and walk to protect the younglings in our galaxy.
Yes, this morning we want to share with you an event designed to bring a new hope so no child will have to fight the dark side alone.
A galaxy far, far away isn't the only place where heroes rise. Right here on Earth, 11-year-old Nate Gonzalez is answering a call to action.
You may already know Nate, the young Padawan with a powerful mission. Through his nonprofit, Nate's Next Kid Up, he's working to be a positive force for children in the foster system.
Some of the challenge that they described to me, making friends, having fun, because they don't really have a lot of stuff to play with. So that's why I do the Christmas events and also the Easter events, so they can have new toys, new experiences, and new education.
And this weekend, he's taking his mission to the next level at the South Texas Botanical Gardens and Nature Center. Nate's Next Kid Up will be hosting a Star Wars walk to end child abuse.
We are going to have some vendors to bring your appetite, and also we are going to have a reptile and a bird show.
Admission is $10 with all proceeds going directly to Nate's programs. He's calling on the community to unite like a rebel alliance in the fight to protect kids. And yes, costumes are encouraged.
Who's your favorite character?
Chewbacca.
But for Nate, this isn't just another fun-themed event. It's personal, because many children who experience abuse or neglect end up in the foster care system.
I know there's a lot of people that have gone through that, and I feel lucky to have loving parents, but other kids aren't as lucky. but that's why I want to help. My journey is just to make them feel better, just make them feel loved.
Well, Nate's next Kid Up Star Wars walk is on Sunday at 9 a.m.
And registration is open. You can sign up on our website.
Good morning. We are looking at another warm afternoon ahead. I know a lot of folks yesterday may have said, it's not that hot, but the wind may have helped you. We still have kids, pets, and the elderly who are a little more susceptible to heat-related illness. We need to watch out for them. Winds will dial back today, so the heat may be more apparent to more folks today, but our heat risk thankfully is going to be on a way down today and tomorrow. But still, middle 80s this afternoon will feel like the lower 90s, so make sure you're staying hydrated and taking those breaks indoors to cool off. Heat risk has more yellow on the map. That's a 1 out of 4, whereas the orange is a 2 out of 4. So again, still hot. We still need to practice those heat safety tips, but at least we're looking better. And tomorrow with more clouds and the opportunity for rain coming into the forecast, we won't be as worried. So more on that rain. The timeline tomorrow looks like this. For your Friday night plans, if you're closer to the coast, you'll probably be able to have some fun tomorrow night. But if you're in our more northern or inland neighborhoods, well, you might be seeing that rain pick up around dinner time or just after. All of us will see the rain coming in during the overnight. And you know what? Looks like a good drink of water, not only here, but across the watershed. These are rainfall totals through May 8th. Could pick up about 3 inches in the watershed. That would be phenomenal, but we'll keep our eyes on what happens after the weekend. These totals are subject to change. So here's a look at the 7-day forecast. Best opportunity for rainfall here is going to be tomorrow night overnight, and we're hoping for some more rain next week.
From Chris 6, this is 20 minutes of non-stop news.
Well, hey, thank you so much for joining us in our 20 minutes of non-stop news. We're going to check in with Master Meteorologist Stephanie Lauber in just a little bit.
Yes, but first, the kickoff to the 87th Buck Days Festival is today. Sunrise Neighborhood News reporter Michaela Chavez has a look at what's new this year.
We're kicking off the 87th Buck Days Festival. I'm Michaela Chavez, your neighborhood news reporter in the Bay Area. Each and every year, the known and loved festival continues to grow, and this year is no different. I spoke with the Buck Commission to find out what you can expect.
Just like any great event, you always have to have something new, better, different each year.
Mark Avalar is a volunteer with the Buccaneer Commission.
If you haven't been to Buck Days in years, it's not the Buck Days that you remember.
He wants people to know.
This year, we're introducing a much larger robotics competition that incorporates a lot of the STEM programming you're hearing about and seeing in the schools.
The 4,000 kids competing can be as young as elementary and as old as high school, all competing for cash prizes to go towards their STEM programs, which is something neighbors are proud to watch happen.
It's very good that we are funding our future. We have to do everything that we can to give them all the resources they have in order to succeed in this world.
But that's not all that's new. Buck Days is having their first ever barbecue showcase on Saturday, May 10th.
You come in, pay a single admission to get in the area, and you get to try more than a dozen different very popular barbecue vendors and restaurants here in town and get to eat to your heart's content.
Each year, the rodeo brings country music along with it, but there's always different acts for the whole family.
We have Steve Trevino, a comedian, coming. We have Family and Faith Night with Mercy B playing next week.
But since it's Buck Days, they of course have to stick to some tradition, and that starts Thursday with Dollar Carnival Night.
We're offering dollar rides and dollar gate admission on Thursday, so a great opportunity to come out and bring the family for a great value.
Which is something neighbors like Sebastian Cavillo says he's most excited for.
I do plan on going to the carnival with my friends. Favorite carnival is just seeing my friends' reactions on the ride while we're just in the air, watching them scream.
We're so excited to bring a first-class event for Corpus Christi in South Texas and encourage everyone to come and visit us.
Now, all proceeds from the Buck Days Festival will go towards education scholarships. Last year, the Buccaneer Commission awarded more than $300,000 in scholarships and are excited to see that number grow. With your neighborhood news in the Bay Area, I'm Michaela Chavez, Chris 6 Sunrise.
In San Patricio County, the digital transition has revealed a privacy nightmare.
These documents here were purchased by a local resident, and some of them are meant to be sealed.
What was revealed? A sensitive DPS criminal case file containing witnesses' names, complete addresses, phone numbers, date of births, even places of work. The district clerk immediately shutting off access to the public once we made the office aware of the issue. Another document printed by a clerk included a social security number and driver's license number. The San Patricio County District Clerk does not have an affirmative duty to redact publicly filed court records unless redactions are requested by the individual or their representative.
While a redaction request form can be found on the San Patricio County District Clerk's website, it only covers social security numbers, leaving other private information exposed. Reporting from the San Patricio County Courthouse, I'm your neighborhood news reporter Adam Beam for KRIS 6 News.
Adam, thank you for that. So, folks, we're going to be straight with you. There's no way to really sugarcoat this. The city says that we are in a bad drought, and some even call it a historic one. Senior neighborhood news reporter Suzanne Stevens breaks down the numbers, the risks, and what could come next if the rain doesn't.
City leaders are comparing the current drought to the one back in 2011, but inflow numbers suggest the current drought may already be worse. During the April 15 council meeting, city staff pointed to falling levels in the area's primary water resources.
2011 had inflows into Choke Canyon at 462 acre feet. Last year, we had 434 acre feet. So are we in a drought of record? I might argue that we are in a drought of record.
At Texas A&M Corpus Christi, Professor Dorian Mugullett has been tracking the trends. Her research shows that water levels at Choke Canyon Reservoir and Lake Corpus Christi are even lower than they were during the last drought of record.
To think about how vulnerable we can be, that we cannot, we need to be able to project our water resources every time we commit to new users. We need to know where we are.
Activists argue that lesson still hasn't been learned.
We keep going the course that we're going, which is to prioritize industrial greed over residential need. People should expect that they're going to turn on their tap and no water will come out.
We're in the situation we're in because we chose not to pursue anything else besides desalination or harbor. So from my perspective, we need to go for the lowest hanging fruit that can get us water the quickest.
In response, city officials say desalination is just one piece of a broader strategy and that groundwater, reuse, and conservation projects are also.
You know, while it is a good thing, the Mary Roads pipeline is really just buying us time. It's not solving the problem. If this drought keeps deepening, even backup supplies may not be enough. Now let's send things on over to our master meteorologist, Stephanie Lauber. We'll look at the weather and a hope for the rain.
Yeah, Brian, your weather on the 6s has some good news in it. We're looking at some decent rainfall that'll happen in our watershed, but boy, was it a busy night last night in our northern neighborhoods. Live Oak County, B County experienced this storm that trailed away from storms up in the San Antonio area and really packed a punch when they moved through, especially northern B County. So in Pawnee, especially some golf ball to $50 size hail. We had a report to the National Weather Service from the B County Emergency Manager that some of that hail blew out the windows on a DPS cruiser. So impressive stuff. Not exactly ideal, but thankfully I'm not expecting any more of this in our forecast. Just a good drink of water. But thanks to our Coastal Bend weather watchers sharing their view with us. This was the view from Mathis, sent to us by Connie Perez. This was shared in the Coastal Bend Weather Watchers Facebook group. This thing looks like a spaceship, and there was a lot of lightning, of course, that large hail and strong winds with this storm. And this was seen all the way from Mathis. Goes to show how tall the clouds are. Thunderstorm clouds like this are usually around 40,000 feet high. That's where commercial airplanes are flying when you're traveling around the country. So hopefully not flying around something like this, right? Well, yes, that was kind of a fluke, but hey, we were able to relay your reports to the National Weather Service because of our Coastal Bend Weather Watchers who always share their view with us. So if you're not part of the club, head on over to Facebook, search Coastal Bend Weather Watchers, agree to the rules, and you're in on all the fun. But hey, over the past 3 days, we've picked up some rain in the watershed. Hasn't been a whole lot, but it's something locally we've been lacking a bit. But there is rain in the forecast that'll come back as early as tomorrow night. Right now, we've already got the water in place. That's why it feels so humid with warm temperatures in those upper 70s. Feeling like 80 degrees in a couple of neighborhoods like Kingsville, Port A, and up in Rockport, almost there in the Bluff at NAS Corpus Christi. So if it's already a hot and humid morning, you can imagine where we'll be this afternoon. Much like Wednesday afternoon, we're going to have those actual air temperatures in the middle 80s, feeling like the lower 90s to your body because that's what the humidity does, makes your body perceive another temperature. But good news, winds will be a hair more tame this afternoon, and our heat risk will also come down just a little bit, but it'll come down a lot more tomorrow because we're focusing on clouds and some rain in the forecast. Now, I think this is going to be a rain event that happens overnight for our more northern and inland neighborhoods like Beeville. You'll start to see that rain pick up around dinner time, and it'll be scattered in nature, but for places like Corpus Christi and Alice, I think it'll hold off. If you want to go to Art Walk tomorrow night, I think those plans will still go on without a hitch. But as we get later into the evening and after midnight, those rain chances will really skyrocket. This is going to be an overnight rain event that carries into Saturday morning. And we have more rain opportunities next week, too. So over the next week through May 8th, we are looking at the possibility of picking up a couple of inches across a big swath of the watershed. That is phenomenal news. Hopefully that'll come to fruition, and we're even expecting some decent rainfall here locally in the coastal bend. So here's a look at the next 7 days. We'll be a little bit cooler on Saturday on account of the clouds and early morning showers, but more rain chances are coming next week.
Now, 6 things to know before you go.
In the 6 things you need to know before heading out the door, it is May 1st, and it is a date long associated with labor protests.
Major demonstrations are planned in cities ranging from Phoenix to San Diego to Indianapolis to Salt Lake City. Tens of thousands of people are expected to protest a wide-ranging number of issues related to the Trump administration and its policies regarding things like immigration, federal job cuts, and more. The political activist organization 5051 is helping coordinate the May Day rallies, a national day of solidarity.
Well, the Treasury Department says the U.S. and Ukraine have signed an agreement on a natural resources deal. This agreement will give Washington, D.C. access to the untapped mineral riches in Ukraine. President Donald Trump has said that this can be considered payment for investment into Ukraine by the U.S. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky had planned to sign this deal in February during a White House visit. But things fell apart after he and President Trump had a contentious meeting in the Oval Office.
The deadline is approaching for you to get your real ID. It's just 7 days away. After years of pushing it back, the Department of Homeland Security is set to enforce the May 7th deadline. And if you don't have a real ID or another accepted form of identification, such as a passport, you can face delays at airport security. You can expect additional screening and the possibility of not being allowed beyond the security checkpoint if your identity cannot be verified there.
Well, the Corpus Christi Housing Authority is trying to lock down water waste by locking outdoor faucets on their properties. Neighbor News reporter Nadia Escobar spoke with the Housing Authority's CEO, who says that they recently bought hundreds of small locking devices. They'll be attached to outdoor faucets. This move is expected to cut back on water waste and reduce their water bill. The Housing Authority will install the devices at hundreds of units over the coming weeks.
Billwood Park on Yorktown Boulevard will be closed today from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Parks and Recreation Department says the closure is due to road work at the park's entrance. The park was closed yesterday to start the road work.
And in honor of National Foster Care Awareness Month, Agape Ranch and Majesty Outdoors are kicking off their Sleeves of Support campaign. The goal is to raise awareness about the needs of vulnerable children and youth in the coastal bend. Agape Ranch stopped on by Bella Roma Cafe on the south side, hand out sleeves to anyone who ordered hot drinks. I recommend the food there too, it's delicious. The sleeves contain a QR code that you can scan to receive even more information on how you can help during this month.
All right, drivers, if you are getting ready to head up and at 'em, join these busy bees on SPID. Well, we got the usual slowdown starting to pick up, and it is a bit of a hazy one, so give yourself a little bit of extra time, if not only to run the defroster to beat some of the congestion that's starting to pick up this morning. Looks good here on SPID, though. Let me take you to one of the busy spots. We see it every time around this morning, every morning around this time. That commute along the Crosstown Expressway approaching the 37 interchange starts to get pretty slow, and that is the case again this morning. You might want to exit Baldwin and take Staples to catch 37 or 181 through downtown. So that's the only major slowdown we're seeing this morning. As you head out this morning, make sure you stay safe and you drive safe. That's a look at your traffic report. I've got another check of your forecast ahead.
I'm Tony Jaramillo, your neighborhood news reporter in Flower Bluff. I've been bringing you updates about the Parker Pool renovations for over a year. Now the pool will soon be ready to make a splash.
We're doing great. We're on budget. We're on time. We're still planning on a Memorial Day opening for the community. It's just, I mean, it's exciting to see this come together.
Commissioner Chesney tells me the county closely followed all water restrictions with the pool, given the current drought restrictions. He says the biggest improvement is a new filtration system replacing equipment from the 70s. As a reminder, Commissioner Chesney tells me the pool is open to the whole county. In Flower Bluff, I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Tony Jaramillo, Chris 6 News.
Esports is one of the fastest growing sports in America, and Texas A&M Kingsville is hopping on the wagon. I'm Tyrese Moore, your Kingsville neighborhood news reporter, speaking with gamers here about the sport and the competition they're holding for neighbors.
This weekend's tournament will include games like Smash Bros, Mortal Kombat, and more.
If you're interested in putting your gaming skills to the test, the Spring Showdown will be held this weekend at Texas A&M Kingsville. In Kingsville, I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Tyrese Boone, Chris 6 News.
Tyrese, thank you so much. So the start of the 87th Buck Days Festival kicks off today.
That's right. And it isn't Buck Days without the annual Dunking of the Mare. It's a tradition that dates back to 1938. Mayor Paulette Guajardo will soon be kidnapped from City Hall and taken to the Corpus Christi Bay, where she will take the plunge to kick off the start of the 11-day Buck Days celebration. The 2025 Dunking of the Mare will start at 5 p.m. at the People Street T-Heads.
And folks, here's a look at what other events are going on today. At 4 p.m., the shops at Treasure Island will open. The Stripes Buck Days Carnival opens at 5. At 5:30, the Clear Tones will play the Buck and Marlin stage, followed by the group Imogen at 7:45. For a complete list of events, head to our website, christv.com.
It is time for a full look at the forecast. Stephanie Lauber joining us right now. Steph, how is the weather going to be for Buck Days? Is it still going to be this thick air you could wear?
Yeah, it's still going to be hot. You know, I miss when I wasn't on this early bird schedule. I used to go live from the carnival and give little weather updates, and that was a lot of fun. But you know, I might have to take a nap so we can check out the carnival.
There you go.
Maybe
There you go.
it's going to be hot. Just stay cool out there, especially if you're taking the kids out to the carnival. It opens at 5. Maybe if you head out there around 6, you can beat some of the heat, but it's going to be a day where our temperatures are going to reach those middle to upper 80s, but with the humidity, feel like the lower 90s. That'll be during the hottest part of the afternoon, generally between 2 and 4. So by the time the carnival opens, we'll be heading in the right direction. But stay hydrated out there and keep an eye on the kiddos, the four-legged friends, and our more mature adults out there. Right now this morning, it's already feeling very warm, very soupy. Have the wide view for yourself. Temperatures in those upper 70s, feeling like 80 in some neighborhoods. So yeah, this goes to show it's foreshadowing what to expect this afternoon, which is going to be pretty similar to Wednesday. The difference here is something we're already noticing. Our winds are not as strong this morning. They won't be quite as strong this afternoon. Yes, still gusty, but we'll see those wind gusts around 30 miles per hour as opposed to 35. And that'll make a little bit of a difference. I think a lot of folks yesterday thought, this wind, it doesn't feel that hot out there. We're fine. But like I mentioned, it's not the same for everybody. Kids, pets, and the elderly, they're more prone to succumbing to heat-related illness. We need to check in on them, make sure they're doing okay, even today. In fact, I think that heat might be a little more apparent as the wind dials back a little bit. Either way, we're still going to reach those middle to upper 80s and feel like the lower 90s, so make sure you're taking care of yourself out there. All right. Heading into tomorrow, we're going to focus more on the rain we're expecting here in the coastal bend. That looks to pick up on a Friday night, and Friday night is usually when most people make plans, right? Good news for those of you who are planning to go to Art Walk tomorrow. I think we'll still be okay. Let's check back on the forecast tomorrow to make sure, but I think we'll be okay because of this lucky dip right here. If you stay late to Art Walk, it ends around 10 o'clock. If you stay after 8:30, 9 o'clock, you might find some rain in the forecast. By that point, I do expect rain to already be in our more northern neighborhoods, such as Beeville. So it'll start off kind of isolated to scattered at first and really pick up during the overnight. We're talking heavy rainfall tomorrow while everyone is sleeping, Friday night into Saturday morning. And then there are more rain chances coming next week. So as we make our way through the next 7 days, takes us through May 8th, look at these rainfall expectations for the watershed. A big swath of the watershed is in the purples and magenta colors there. That's 2 to 3 inches of rainfall accumulated over the next couple of days. we could use more, but you know what? These repeated rain events, heavy rain events, are very beneficial for the watershed, and we love to see it. Even here at home, we could pick up on some good rainfall, and I think most of that comes Friday night into Saturday morning. So sleep in Saturday is what I'm saying, but your weekend plan should still be okay. Here's a look at the 7-day forecast. Yeah, I won't mind the break from the upper 80s, feeling like 90s as we head on into Saturday morning. We are looking for 81 degrees on Saturday, so that'll be a nice benefit, and hopefully some more rain next week.
Yeah, in the right locations too, right?
Yes, the watershed, we need heavy rainfall repeatedly because we didn't get into this drought overnight. It's not going to be fixed overnight, but hopefully this will be a repeat event for us.
Yeah. Well, hey, thank you so much, Steph. Appreciate it. We appreciate you tuning in. We hope you have a fantastic rest of your week, and we'll see you again tomorrow, guys.
Yeah,
Bye.
and at noon. Bye.